Hello, this is Steve Powers. Today I just wanted to talk about Blender 2.60 and the video sequence editor in Blender. Um, I'm just going to show you a quick way to edit a video, but we're going to talk about setting it up manually, setting up the interface, and also setting up your render settings. In this case, I do know what I'm using, and I'm using a 1920 by 1080 video. It's kind of something you want to make sure you know ahead of time. Also, understand what codec you're using. I do use Cam Studios to do the recording, but the Cam Studio codec Blender does not like, so I use the Xvid codec in Cam Studios, so I don't have any interface problem with that. You might have other issues with other codecs, I should say, as well. So something you might want to be aware of. So in this case, I'm going to set this up manually. I could set up Blender by using the video editing right here, but I don't really need that editor as well. So go back to my default. What I'm going to do here is go down and open up Video Sequence Editor. Click that. Bring this down. The M key, the N key will bring up this, which is the properties menu for the strips that we're going to import. So now that's pretty much the setup for the interface. Over here in the render settings, I want to make this to be 100%, and anti-aliasing is fine. Down here, I'm going to change this over to, we'll just use one of the Xvids as well. Overwrite the encoding. I want to bring this down, and yeah, we can do any of the DivX is fine, or the H.264, depending on what I have standalone players that will display DivX if I want to do it. 264 is just fine. Either one doesn't really matter. I think 264 you can compress a little bit more, but I don't do too much of it. The codec, I still like an MP3 at 120, or excuse me, at a 320. And this is a preference. Some people prefer others, but these are my choices. You can see that you could do a few other ones. So I do know I do it at 25 frames, just an issue with Cam Studio to make it equal 1000. So once we do this, then it's as simply as going into hitting, actually hold on, before I import that, you can see I have start frame and end frame at 250, so it starts on 1, ends at 250. And let's see, where do I want to output this? Let's output this into the production folder. Oops, back. I have a folder for doing video tutorials. Makes it a little easier, and this is going to be a series of Blender. So it is, where is it? Oh, series right there. And this is going to be in this one. And I already have a few different folders already set up for here, and these are going to be for my renders. So I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to say accept. Okay, so give me the first 250 frames of whatever I render. In this case, this is thousands of frames, but for this tutorial, we're going to use one of my other tutorials as the video. And this is one on themes. Now you can see that it just kind of throws it in there. This is your video, and this is your audio. Having this menu toggled on here, you can see this is sound. This is also the input, and also gives you a few other indications. But you can see up here that they just threw it in on automatically on frame 43. So let's pull both of those 40 over to 1. So I'm going to right click, hit shift, right click to select both, grab them, and they should go right over to 1, and left click to set them. So you can see the length of this is 5,666 frames. This case, I'm just going to cut off a couple seconds, and I know 25 frames per second. So I'm going to go to frame 50. So what we want to do here is go down to here. This is usually the easiest way to do it. Go to frame 50. Go over to where is it? Strip. Duh. Okay, having a little going crazy there. Now we want to look for cut at hard. This way we can delete what we have just did. And now since I have them both selected, it will cut both of them. And you want to make sure I kept them selected. You can do that. Now what we're going to do here is make sure we do right click, shift, right click, control X, just X, erase it. And then we hit here, right, shift, grab, bring it over to 1. So now we do 1. And when we go to render this out, we will have the first 250 frames. Now, you can, if we want to hear it when we scrub, we hit the audio scrubbing, okay? But on top of that, when we grab that, the sound strip, hit caching. You get a better quality. Oops. You get a better quality when you do that. I don't know why, but it just seems to. So you can hear me. And it kind of gets annoying, I think, after a while. So once you're done with that, and it's going to stop at 250, we'll just hit animate, and this will animate rather quickly. And you can see right up in here where it's doing this, 63. And this is full HD format too, so it's going rather quickly. You can see. Normally here I wouldn't just edit it. I would also put in. You can see the corner here. That's a watermark. And I will show you that in another segment. Like I said, this is going to be a series. Now, here we go. That is all you have to do. You can hit escape to get out of that. And if I go into, see what I have here for folders. I go back into my Blender, my folder structures, go into my renders. You'll see I'll have this, and it was created just now. And go to play it. We'll play the whole thing, which I'm not going to do. But that is how you would edit out portions of the video without in keeping everything synced as well. And those are other issues too. I mean, down in here in the playback is where you would hit auto scrubbing. You can mute the audio. AV sync works. It doesn't really make much of a difference in this case. But keep in mind, Blender can have issues. Right now, 2.6 is the version I'm using, the official release, not the daily builds. And it works 100 times better than it just when 2.50 came out. So they've made a significant improvement. So it's a free video editor for simple things anyways. This is a simple task. But it also works on Linux and Mac, so it's beautiful. Well, hopefully this helps, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.